EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Houston taking on the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now. In the pocket. Hustle, hustle.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Chandler with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spent all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Done good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dunn now, following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 2nd and 9. It's Young off play action. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now Richardson on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the option left, Richardson. And he's going to take it in for a win. Touchdown. Anthony Richardson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized depth. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the next level to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Richardson on the bootleg here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
60 Maverick. All the way! All the way! Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chandler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
All right, here we go. Show what you got. Come on. Show what you got.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Albert Okwuegbunam. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now done for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Here's is done now as he'll run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Young now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
46 yards on the play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Young to throw it. It's complete to Cook. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard
They go play action. Young. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Young. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
brings up 3rd down and 5.
Richardson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Faster, faster. Ready.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On 2nd down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was playing in the backfield. Young on third down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
23 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run it with Chandler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Richardson off the play fake. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Chandler. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Now it's Richardson. Buying time to his left. But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurry, 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 hurry.
Here's Chandler. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Anthony Richardson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Lumberjacks, nothing.
So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Lumberjacks are able to cut into that deficit. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Lions 34, Lumberjacks 7.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Ready?
First and 10, it's Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Lumberjacks 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Young off the play fake. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Here is Young. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And complete right side to Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Young now from the 50. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they'd built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
They'll go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but now LaFleur takes it across the 40-yard line. Richardson to the air on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf, 58 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now done for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
Well, I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many moments like this, no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Young on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Steps away to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony Richardson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Done good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. They'll set up the screen with Abanikanda. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Young on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this run.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony Richardson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Done good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is going to wind up incomplete, so they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And now here's another interception. Breaks through the contact. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They go play action with Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check mash, check mash.
Now a give, right side. Chandler shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. This is caught. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Now done for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 62, Lumberjacks 7.
Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
It's complete, and this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now an option play on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready, ready! Stick the eagle! Stick the eagle! Okay, crash!
That one looks like he'll throw here. has that man again. It's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Done good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum. They've got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And Young's throw there incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
One last shot for Young. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other.